Welcome back to Lens Island. I'm the 80s Gamer, and in the last episode, we had finally opened up the path to take on the third dungeon in Curse Mode. However, I was a little bit sick at the flu, and so I apologize for the delay in posting videos. And during that time, the game has released a brand new update. It's called the Game Modes Update. The developers have released sort of three new game modes. There's a hardcore game mode, a permadeath, and custom, where you can adjust a lot of settings. They've also changed enemies now spawn at night, so a good way to address the need for essence for being able to enchant your items is that I guess every night now there'll be new enemies spawning, and I think the difficulty of the enemies will be tied to how many dungeons you've unlocked. So we could be in for some pretty powerful enemies, I think, at our home. Not just that, they've also introduced some new tools for protecting your home, some walls. There's a ward, I guess, which it says wards will stop enemies from spawning within a large radius, helping to keep your homestead safe from enemies at night. So it seems like we'll need to place some of those down. Um, and there's also supposed to be a bunch of enhancements in the underground caves. So a couple of folks asked me in the comments whether or not I was going to start a new game, and I feel like we've come so far that it just feels like that would be a lot to completely start again. That being said, the developers have said this will be the last major update until version 1 comes out this fall, which will also include multiplayer, which is interesting. I have some lots of feelings about whether or not I think multiplayer in Lens Island will be a success and how the difficulty curve is done. And I hope that they release like a beta branch or stuff like that, so that the developers, so that Flow Studio can take feedback on that. Because as I think I've talked to you guys about before, I feel like some of the damage, the difficulty curve on this game still needs to be something that needs to be tweaked. Some parts it goes very quickly from being too easy to too hard. One of the things that the new modes feature allows is for you to slow some of the experience stuff down, which is definitely one of the areas I feel like could be improved. Because I feel like you get too much experience from farming. I feel like you harvest a relatively modest farm one time and you'll gain a level. At the same time, you do need almost 200 levels, I think, to complete the experience tree. So anyway, I thought we would fire up the game today rather than go tackle the third dungeon. Let's see. I'm just going to read you some of the other changes they've made. They fixed cannons on boats from being difficult to select and edit. That was definitely something we faced. They apparently tweaked the Void Troll boss fight to be slightly more difficult, which is amazing because I feel like the Void Troll is one of the most difficult bosses to fight, having to do with his lightning rings. Um, they said they fixed sort of the ornate and pagoda boats, which I've never really messed around with the other boats, so that might be um, something for us to experiment with. They let's see. They tweaked some areas of the Desert Tomb dungeons to be better balanced in cursed mode. That could be something they watched us do. Those were just those were the last caves that we just finished up. And there definitely did feel like the curve on that first one was super difficult, where you're trying to fend off a lightning tower plus the lightning fish enemy. Um, let's see. They lots of balancing tweaks to enemy health and damage, overall making the Act 4 frozen areas a little bit more difficult and better balancing damage and health ratios. That's interesting because I feel like area Act 4 was quite difficult, especially early on. I feel like those towers that are constantly pelting you um, with that you can't destroy all the towers from or even finding an area to access the island is definitely part of it, where hit the you can hit the tower on the island with your cannon from your boat. Requires sort of like each island seemed like it had one spot you could do it, and we definitely had some challenges there, so making it more difficult. Boy, I don't look forward to it. But I'm super interested in the new biomes underground. So um, the that will be interesting. And the towers Automatically firing towers now requiring ammo could affect how you play with some of the towers that we have currently. So anyway, I think that's enough talking. Let's dive in and maybe do some exploration, check out some of the new things. We'll place down, obviously, we're going to need to place down our wards and things like that. But yeah, let's dive into it, and I'll see you in a second. I think will load at home, but we'll see. All right, here we are. We're back. It just told me in a little message that a bunch of things were unlocked. Let's see if we can see what those are. Okay, Lightstone Ward protects your home at night. Okay, we'll need stone and lightstone. That's not a big deal. Automatically fires bolts at nearby enemies. This is the lower quality one. Highly explosive landmine. I'm not quite sure about the usage of this. I mean, you're expending lightstone dust. I don't want that deer though. You're expending lightstone dust, which it's a real interesting. The prevalence of lightstone is going to make a big deal. Automatic large Tesla tower taps nearby enemies. Automatically zaps nearby enemies with electricity. Where's our Oh, here's our existing ballista tower. Okay, so that uses cotton now? Did it always use cotton? Okay. This is critical. Let's get some... So we need to go visit our stone collection here while it's day and stock up on stone. So luckily that's not really a problem. We are mining plenty of stone, so let's grab lots of stone. Looks like we could maybe use a stack of wood maybe. Let's grab a bunch of wood, because I imagine we'll need a bunch for building things. I haven't looked in here in ages. Yeah, I'll take some more of these. Looks like we're doing good on the metal chest. Okay. So let's start by protecting our house with the ward. So the ward is this thing. I did see a showing all I did see a circle, but now I cannot. Ah, okay. It seems like it's pretty decently sized. I think we're going to want a couple of these, honestly. I'm going to build one there. And I'm going to build one in the far corner. I don't want... Ah, look, we can see the line. Oh, that's nice. You can see the line. Let's overlap them. Perfect. Okay. That ought to keep us safe, but that'll use up 500 stone, which is nice, because, boy, we have more stone than we know what to do with. All right, let's grab some more stone. What else do we have? It says there's one more thing over here. Oh, the fence. Yep. Okay, so we could control... Looks like it uses hardwood. Interesting. That's going to be trouble early game. Don't love that for early game players. Okay, pick up some roses. A little bit of wood here. I'm kind of interested in exploring the underground, honestly. And seeing what we can find underground. I'm like, I don't feel like in this playthrough I have done as much exploration. And I was trying to think about a way to make it interesting for you guys. And one way to do that might be to like play it back at like, or record it, but then play back at high speed. Ah, look at this. Yes. So these towers require shards, which, how much do they take? Wow, they'll take all. Okay. The ratio doesn't seem to be terrible. I was a little bit worried about that. 30 shards gives it 20 gives it 500 shots. Okay. It's almost nighttime. So we gotta get moving here. We're gonna have enemies to face pretty quickly, I guess. So let's get home defended. Drop this down, and we better get over to... I need to... If there's... Now this is a question. Will the Harvest Moon, they'll attack the... Sorry, the Harvest Moon, they're going to attack everything? And also, let's see, I'd like to try one of those new Tesla towers. They're expensive, a large Tesla tower. Okay, it has a facing, it has a direction. We say put it I don't know, here? Does it require ammunition? It does. Everything requires ammunition now. Mixed feelings about that too. I wonder if one is better than the other. Metal shards seem like they would be more obtainable. What are you making? What were you making? Steak pies. Okay, so yeah, this is set up to use meat, which is fine. You can do that. I guess you're incentivized maybe to, pondering this, you're sort of incentivized to have a mill that does, apparently we were making titanium bars. We can keep doing that. Money. And I guess we can sort of buy as much metal as we want. Can't buy titanium, but we can buy metal. These we have a fair amount of, which turn into these parts. I don't know. I'm fascinated. I don't know what I think about this update, honestly, guys. Apparently, let's see, it's supposedly world settings, right? We can show settings. We can tweak any of these things we want. So hazard damage, starvation damage, hunger drain, crops die without watering, fall damage, falling into the void, resource gathering multiplier, backpack size. Oh, that's interesting. Player damage, starting health, backpack, drop on death, permadeath, no. Interesting. Harvest moon, enemies at night. So here's where we could turn them off. They're how far they can see, how much damage they do, how long day is. That's nice. Spy end cell frequency. Oh, every 5 days. Okay. Death by hunger, no. Building health standard. Huh. You can have building. Interesting. All right. Well, that's fascinating. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about enemies at night, candidly. I guess let's see. It's gonna be night. Can we build another defense over here? What's the difference between these two, I wonder? Probably less. Half the resource, half of the steel and whatever. It's interesting that it's... Why is it showing... Why is it showing the ley lines? Anyone know? Why does it show ley lines? It makes me nervous that, like, you have to have... Can you power it with... Does it have to have its own... Does it have to have its own windmill? They seem like they work. I don't know. We pushed enemies out pretty far, probably. I'm pretty sure it said we would get enemies at night. Okay, wood's full. Here's town. Interesting. Maybe I solved this whole problem. That would be kind of interesting too. Let's put there. 436. We're gonna need to make a run up north to sell. I don't think I have any mushroom. I have 3 mushrooms. Some wood in. Do we have any wheat? We don't, but we're growing it, so that's not a big deal. This is using hardwood. Oil's in good shape. Okay. Well, maybe I worried for nothing. I did expect there to be enemies, I admit. Enemies at night. But it's night and there is nobody. Oh, there's an enemy. He certainly wasn't attacking us. I mean, he did attack us, but you guys know what I mean. Excuse me. I was also kind of expecting maybe harder enemies since we've cleared all the way through Dungeon 4. We've done all but... We haven't beaten it cursed after all, but... I don't know. I do not know what to expect or what to think. I was expecting harder enemies out here. Because of our progression in the game. And it doesn't seem to be what we're getting. Hello, dear. Alright, well, that's a mystery. Seems like maybe it's just the first island. Maybe that's one of the benefits of being on the first island. Oh, here's 3 little guys. Hi, little guys. Why don't you walk over here? You guys are so cute. Alright. Ooh, that was good. A gem is nice. Always good for enchanting. Alright, so I think... What do I think? I think we should go explore the underground. I think I'm not going to rush out and be totally scared, I guess, about this. And let's go see if we can check out those new biomes. See if we can find anything interesting. I was going to also make a little bit more steel bars, which I think requires, what's these guys, right? Yeah. How many? We need some of these. Remind me, is it... It's 5 for 1, so 25 would give me 5. 50 would give me 50 for 10. Is this 20 of them? Sure. I'm about to warp. This is gonna get... It's gonna be pointless, but do it anyway. Oh, well maybe we don't have to warp. Do we want to enter the underground from here? I don't think so, actually. Let's fill up on this in case, because we might want to do stuff. I am going to warp. I want to go check this and make sure, see how we're doing on our mine. All right, how is our mine doing? I'm guessing plenty of stone. Yep, that's great. Plenty of a little bit of light stone. This is a little bit of titanium, a little bit of coal. Oh, I can't take any more stone. Let's drop off. Nope. Let's drop off, say... There you go. Actually, those are... Is one of these? Yep, this one's not full. That's great. Plenty of coal, that's fine. I'm not full on anything else. I will take all of you. And all of you. And let's fill this guy up. And this will be where we're going to explore from. So center on ourselves. New areas, they say. Let's see. Could be something over here. This looks like it could be an interesting area to explore. So let's go, we'll go that way and then head towards the fish. What do you guys think? All right, so up we go. Oh, and my plan will be, I'm gonna chat with you guys for a little bit, but then maybe what I'll do is, this will give us a little bit. And can we, let's have the option for a braider torch for ourselves. I do like this one a little bit better. I will, hello? I might do some exploring, and basically I'll just sort of do it at high speed for you guys, so that you're not bored. Perfect. Because, yeah, otherwise I feel like just watching us wander around is not all that exciting. Alright, so we want to sort of hook hard. We're going to go across and then hook hard right. Okay, and then hard right. I guess we are incentivized to mine this a little bit more, which I might not have been, because we're going to need it for ammunition. Whereas before, it wasn't as critical, just because we had plenty of stuff already. Okay, there's the fishing spot. Now we're going to come down here. Alright. Always good. Get a little titanium. And then this is maybe brand new. Let's make sure we're pointing in the right direction. Yeah, that generally straight ahead is going to be new for us. Looks like we don't have it as a torch to light. And we're going to see what we find. So we're looking for the new biomes. Definitely one of the pieces of feedback I had in the last episode, if you guys remember, was that I felt like there was a miss on the developer's part in not, there's no tungsten underground, because we hadn't seen it. I mean, maybe it exists, but they didn't put it where we could, where we'd seen it, so. Ooh, interesting. Definitely want to go that way. I guess we'll just fall back down. We will eventually need to go back up, I guess. So maybe let's put that in place so that we can. Nice. Doesn't look like there's any reason to need anything here. Pick up coal. Oh, come on. That's just stone. We'll get plenty of stone, so I'm not worried about that. There is some titanium over there. I will say that the fact that I have to use this, excuse me, that I've got to use the metal shards for ammo, does make me more likely to collect it, whereas I had sort of stopped collecting it before. We're seeing lightning somewhere over, or we're seeing lava, so we're going to need to go explore that, because lightstone apparently is going to be more precious. I wonder what the idea, the thinking is in terms of on the, what is the situation with sort of lightstone? Are you supposed to be able to get enough lightstone from just the little underground miner to... I want to kind of see what's behind us before we go too far that way. Nothing over here. Maybe let's go over this way. Okay, a little bit. Yes, you're not really that scary is the problem. I mean, I think that's something that could be tweaked. I feel like the enemy difficulty underground could be improved in a way that, like, the further you get from home, the more difficult the enemies are. I like that they don't respawn, just because I feel like that might be super annoying. But, we're pretty far from the main, the starting base, and I feel like the enemies should be slightly more difficult. Now, of course, I say all that, we're gonna come across my least favorite shenanigan. Alright, so let's do this. Can we build a stone bridge across so that we don't have to walk in it? 1, 2, 3. Yes, would you like to just walk across? Let us know it's safe. You did. That's great. Okay. Let's come over here. Find what I'm worried about. There it is. And we'll get a little bit of titanium, which is critical. One spider. Oh, good. They're busy spawning over there, because that wouldn't be any fun if they weren't. Alright, we've got to jump across this one, switch to a good weapon, jump. I must have missed. How did I miss? Don't know. Glad they're dead. Alright. Well, a little lava area with a little bit of titanium is not the worst thing. We're slowly accumulating lightstone. Yeah, so lightstone dust is is it 10 to 1, you guys? Is that the right amount? Is that the ratio? Do I remember that right? Alright, let's see. Let's flag this with... Can we get across? I don't think we can. It's much lower. Oh, well, we might be able to get across. We won't ever make it back if we do. Do we have any idea where we think that goes? The abyss, maybe? I don't think we'll make it back. If we go, we are committing to whatever's over there. It's probably this connection down here, which I think is, yeah, it's connected to that frost world. So if we go over there, we're stuck in Frostland, which I'm not really that thrilled about going over to. So I think we're going to skip that. I'm more interested in finding the new biomes. Now, the new biomes might be over there, and so I could be making a grievous error, but I don't think so. All right. This seems like a good spot to maybe speed things up for you guys. This looks like something new. Yeah, we took real damage. Maybe we better suit up a little bit more than we are. Look, this looks real. Those are like void guys. That hive is taking non-trivial amounts of damage. This is one of the new biomes. We found it. Cool. I'm liking the little mushroom grove. The void eaters are no joke. Looks like we can get mushrooms here. Can we get a map look? Okay. Recovery potions, very cool. Alright, we found some of the new stuff. I like the mushroom foresty feel. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's light these up. Looks like we've got more mushroom. Ooh, we have another nest. That one felt easier to kill. Wonder if we should be using our farmer's hat for harvesting these. Hadn't thought about that until just now. I also feel like I should have thought about putting. I like that little bridge there. I don't know if we can actually do that. Mushrooms turn out to be a pretty good food source, as we've talked about, and we have our little mushroom farm. Is this where we came in? Looks like it is. There's something over there. What is that? Parts? Okay. Looks like another little crate of goodies. Blueberry seeds. Glass on the other stuff is pretty neat. Oops, there's no roof there. Ah, okay, that's kind of interesting. Kind of expect there to be one. 81 mushrooms, not bad. What are we looking at straight above us? Looks like we found another entrance too. I think this is honestly, yeah, that's almost certainly the entrance on the third dungeon island. So it's introducing you, come down here, you get to third island. I definitely want to go explore in that direction a little bit more, but can we go this way? Is there a way across? I would like to see where that takes us. If we can. Yes, we can. Can we go a little bit left? Looks like maybe you might be able to bridge in with yeah, you can bridge in. We jumped over. I don't want to. I'm kind of got myself turned around. I want to go see what that is. If we can get there. Looks like we can. Oh, yes. The famous. This is a set piece in the underground. If you were going to build a mushroom farm, that's a little bit more efficient, say, than the one that I built. This would be the place to do it because you can. Oh, looks like you can fish there too. You could set up. I think you could set up your beds right here, and maybe that would allow you to have a water source. Do I have enough mechanics? That's a good question. Can we test this theory? Go to farm. stone windmill. You have to have stone. But if I go to wood, would it work? It can be built. It looks like it would work. It seems like it's pumping. Can we check? Yeah, it is. So you could build here then a fully automatic pumping setup for a mushroom farm, which is where ours requires us. Now I do want to see where this is actually. So it's the little small island with the inlet. Oh. One of the guys I stream on, hold on, I'll come back in a second when we get above. One of the guys I like to stream, to watch play Lens Island, he goes by Drawing Pin. He likes this island for his house. He thinks the inlet's pretty cool. You know, it creates a really nice little setup. And, oh, I can learn the cane torch. That's pretty neat. I wonder if there's anything else on here. We still haven't found all of the, it's true we haven't found all of the, like the Seaman set. Seems like a place they could stick that, I guess. I'm trying to remember. It was on a, thank you, that's not where we are. From what I remember, the bracers, which I have found before in other games, they were like on the tip of they're on like sitting on a rock. There's one of the enemies at night. 2 enemies at night. That's a rock. There they are. Look at that. It is this island. Okay, so there's another tip for all of you guys. This is where you find the wrecked bracers, which give you a more sailing speed bonus. I couldn't remember if it was... I don't remember where the last piece of that armor is. If anybody knows and wants to put in the comments below, like, I would be super excited about that, since I am sort of doing a bit of a completionist run. I definitely know it's not on this island, so just so you get a quick look again, it's on this island with the inlet, which I think the island placement is random, but the shapes are not, maybe. And this is a pretty good one to visit anyway, because you're going to get the bananas. I don't really know why I'm doing this, because we really don't need more bananas, but whatever. Yeah, this can be oh, look at you. A more difficult boss at night. Hi guys. Oh, I guess one other thing we have learned is we have learned that the more difficult enemies spawn at night, that's good, or their enemies do spawn at night, as said, but apparently they don't spawn underground, which is kind of interesting, if I do say so myself. That seems like a miss, although, you know, there really isn't a day-night cycle underground, but maybe there should be. All right, I'm gonna go back down and we'll continue our underground exploration. All right, we're back. So we found this one with water, which is pretty exciting. I kind of wanted to go explore, man, I want to explore in both directions. Flip. Down that way could be interesting. Behind the water? Do you think there's something interesting behind the water? What if we go what if we go this way generally? What if we follow the land this way? Oh, do we end really that quickly? No, because we can go like this. And let's see what we can find. Plenty of coal. Almost full on coal. And I guess it's better to have it not need it than need it not have it. Alright, let's keep wandering around down this way. Ooh, a little bad guy. Hi. Yep. Okay. Still pretty happy with what... Ooh, what is that? What is this? This is new and exciting. Stop hitting me. Maybe I should stop being quite so cavalier. We don't need that. And should we put on real armor? Yeah, maybe a little bit of real armor. Oh. Yeah. These guys are these are level 3 dungeon guys. Okay, can we get a map? Someone's poking at me, which is I'm finding annoying. What do we got? Something fun. Maybe. A lightstone box? Yeah, lightstone box. Oops, and a treasure chest. Anything this way at all? No. Nothing that way. But maybe the other way? This is definitely a new set piece. Not well well, I guess, actually I take that back. I was going to say it's not very well defended, but depending on where you are in the game, it could be very well defended. That could be an almost impossible thing to tackle. And it looks like it's kind of at a dead end here because I don't think... Well, you might be able to build your way up. Do we want to cross that way? I do. All right, let's see if we can figure out how to do this. Let's come down here the most. Let's come over to building, and let's switch back to stone. And let's see if we can figure this out. So, let's start here. I need to move. Oh, I just saw it. Come on. There. Can't build there, I know. Okay. Let's do that and see where that gets us. Hard to tell at the moment. Trying to figure it out. Okay. Let's do that. It might be okay. We might be able to just do a little jumpy jump. Yeah, that was fine. We're still doing okay on stone. Ooh, we have a bridge. We can repair. Always good to repair these. Do it. Let's light the lantern. Kill these guys, as they are annoying. Let's see. So that's where we were just messing around. Let's go this way. We're much faster. I was wondering whether there'd be a difference. There's a difference. That's pretty. It's actually quite a shocking amount of difference in terms of speed. I saw that bridge here. This should generally be where we want to go. All right. Oh, that's cool. You can see the safety zones on the map. I think, what is it telling us? Yeah, we go straight down. I think this is probably a pretty good place to call it an episode. Hopefully you guys liked the sort of speed ramp for managing all of the sort of the underground exploration. Seems like a good way to sort of tackle that problem where you guys don't get completely bored out of your minds. And, you know, we get to explore a lot of stuff together. I don't have any use for bananas that I know about. Banana bread, but I like pumpkins better. So let's do that. We'll keep a couple. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It was a good way to do that episode. But next episode is this dungeon right here on this island, Cursed. So I think what I'll probably do is warp home in between episodes and make sure that we're completely full up on food and those sort of things, because we definitely do not want to enter. We have 102 mushroom stew, so that ought to be just fine. But yeah, make sure we're full up on food and maxed out as we can be. We learned that new torch, I guess. And yeah, that is probably pretty good place to call it. So thanks so much for watching. Again, sorry for the break. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think should we start all the way over again, just to sort of check out these new accommodations, or should we just kind of continue forward like we have been, and let's finish the third dungeon, Cursed. So let me know. I'm also interested in thoughts, comments for games we could play as the next game to play together. Someone had suggested Valheim, which I have absolutely no experience with. So if you think that would be interesting to watch me fumble through that, let me know. So have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.